Henry Cavill is out as Superman. Jedi Survivor and Spider-Verse both got trailers this week, and God of War is getting a series on Amazon Prime. All this and more coming up on the Weekly Slate. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Weekly Slate. I'm your host, James Ewing. First up on the show in DC news, Todd Phillips has released the first official look at Joaquin Phoenix back in the role of Arthur Fleck. The photo shows Phoenix back into the weight that he was from the first film, being shaved by what appears to be a guard. Last time viewers saw Joaquin Phoenix, he was running away from Arkham guards right after killing his therapist, so it doesn't look like he got too far. Fans can look forward to Todd Phillips returning as writer and director, Joaquin Phoenix returning as Arthur Fleck in the first sequel in his career, and Lady Gaga debuting as Harley Quinn when Joker Folie à Deux premieres in theaters on October 4th, 2024. Video game news, Amazon and Sony have announced that Prime is issuing a series order for God of War. In a move similar to HBO Max's The Last of Us, the show will not tell a new tale. Instead, it will adapt the story of 2018's God of War game. The show will be helmed by Rafe Jenkins, with Mark Fergus and Hawk Ostby writing and producing. Cory Barlog, who directed God of War 2018, will also be serving as an executive producer. While no casting has been announced, Chris Judge has been campaigning to play the character. Barlog also joked on Twitter that he cannot wait for viewers to see Chris Pratt play every single character. This announcement comes as a huge win for Santa Monica Studios after Ragnarok's surprising defeat at the Game Awards, which ended with a man sneaking on stage with the Elden Ring developers, taking the microphone and nominating the award to Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton.
I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody.
Anyway, who do you think should play Kratos in the new series? Let us know down in the comments. Film news, 13 years after Avatar was released. The Blue Cat's not The Last Airbender. Its sequel, Avatar: The Way of Water, is finally hitting the big screens. At the time of this recording, The Way of Water currently sits at an 84% on Rotten Tomatoes for its critic score. Many are touting it as a stunning and must-see theater experience, with the main complaint being there isn't enough of a plot to justify its runtime. This is the main point of contempt for many detractors, saying that it plays out mostly like a nature documentary than a big blockbuster film. If you'd like to hear more about Avatar: The Way of Water, be sure to check out our review on the website, written by our very own Joshua Taylor. Marvel news, Sony has released a new trailer for Across the Spider-Verse, and fans are loving it. The trailer tugs at the heartstrings as it begins by recapping the plot of the prior film with a voiceover from Miles' mother talking to him about growing up too fast. This is followed with a look into the Spider-Verse with a blink and you miss it amount of Spider-Man cameos. One particular Spider-Man that fans have pointed out is that of Insomniac Games' Spider-Man. They have also, Insomniac has also been in the news lately as a leak has led to the official announcement that the game will have a fall release date of next year. But back to Spider-Verse. The sequel is set to have the returns of Shameik Moore, Haley Steinfeld, and Jake Johnson, and introduce Oscar Isaac as Spider-Man 2099. It was revealed this week by the director that The Spot would be the main villain of the next two Spider-Verse movies. While we haven't got a glimpse at him yet, we did get to see Miles in 2099 battling it out in a train sequence. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 releases exclusively in theaters on June 2nd, 2023. In Star Wars news, a Jedi Survivor trailer is finally here, and it is stunning. This new trailer not only includes story beats, but also a bit of gameplay. The worlds you visit appear more expansive this time around. With Cal riding and gliding his way across landscapes, we see new characters as Cal continues his journey across the galaxy, though little is known about who these new characters are. As the trailer continues showing Cal's abilities, we see a couple nods to Kylo Ren as he stops blaster shots dead in their tracks and ignites a lightsaber with two small blades coming out the crossguard. Speaking on the theme of the game, Cal's voice actor Cameron Monaghan said, "In the first game, it was about finding family and what it means to create a family. With this story, a lot of it is to do with what happens when there's stress on the family." Players can look forward to finally playing Jedi Survivor when it releases March 17th, 2023. In more DC news, DC fans were dealt a heavy blow as James Gunn and Henry Cavill announced that Cavill would not be returning as Superman. Gunn took to Twitter to say, "Among those on the slate is Superman. In the initial stages, our story will be focusing on an earlier part of Superman's life, so the character will not be played by Henry Cavill. But we just had a great meeting with Henry and we're big fans, and we talked about a number of exciting possibilities to work together in the future." Cavill took to Instagram to open up about the decision, saying, "I will, after all, not be returning as Superman. After being told to announce my return back in October, prior to their new hire, this news isn't the easiest. But that's life." If you'd like to read his full statement, we do have an article up on the website that is currently covering the entire situation. This comes as a gut punch, though, for fans after, spoiler alert, Cavill showed up at the end of Black Adam in its post-credit scene, finally returning as Superman after about 5 years since he last played the character. And now his cameo for The Flash, which he reportedly filmed, will now be reportedly cut. Personally, I've always loved Cavill. I mean, he's my favorite Superman. That could also be because of the fact I hold a bit of a special connection to Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman due to the fact that they were filmed right near my hometown. In fact, I've driven over the bridge that Superman stops the bus from crashing in Man of Steel. But it's gonna be hard to see him go. I mean, but as he said in his statement, they have a universe to build. I don't think there was much of a doubt that they would be rebooting the DCU, but fans, myself included, had hoped Cavill would play a part in it. The silver lining is Gunn did confirm that his and Safran's new plan would be revealed after the new year. Plus, they did meet with Ben Affleck, and he said that he is interested in directing a new DC project. So once again, the DCU is being shaken up. Let's just hope they get it right this time. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to stay up to date with Culture Slate content. You can join our public Discord server where we chat about all things Star Wars, Marvel, just about anything pop culture related. I'll see you all next time, and remember to tune in every week to stay cultured with the Weekly Slate.